I'd like to take this time to apologize to the copyright overlords. I will not be playing any audio from the stream going forward. This will just be my face on the stream. So no worries. You don't need to take down this stream because I will not be playing any audio from the YouTube video that is available online for everybody to see, okay? This video will have no audio or picture-in-picture from the YouTube stream, okay? So no need to take down this video or this stream. I will not be playing anything whatsoever from the YouTube video stream or from Twitter or anything in between, okay? So please do not take down this video stream. I will not be playing any audio whatsoever. This will be my Michigan hat and my face going forward, okay? So, copyright overlords from the WWE. This stream will not have any audio whatsoever from the live stream, okay, or video. So no need to take this down. There'll be no audio or picture whatsoever from this video. See, Gunther's talking. What have I missed? What did I miss? I see Gunther's running his mouth. But beyond that, I have no clue. Gunther is running his mouth. Who's he facing? Who's Gunther facing? Who is Gunther facing? Again, this stream will have no audio from the YouTube video whatsoever. We're now discussing the stream. No one? Okay. So apparently they announced the main event will be CM Punk Seth. Did they announce that or no? CM Punk is here. Woo! Happy Punk and Seth get the main event. Did they announce that on the stream, or that is break news on Twitter? Like, where did they announce that? I'm curious. Nia gets no love. That's true. She doesn't. I wonder when they announced. So did they announce it on the stream? That is the main event, or did they watch it, or did it just release that on Twitter? Let me see. Let's see. CM Punk referred. Okay, they called it CM Punk. They said it on the stream. Okay, Michael Cole. Michael Cole reveals that the main event will be CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Well, I guess Seth Rollins will have. That's a big spot for them. I guess he'll get his main event because they're saying the Raw show will be a main event for level for a Mania. So if it's gonna be Mania level, so I guess that's the main event right there. I'm kidding. Again, if you are from WWE and watching the stream, this stream will have no audio from the stream whatsoever. Okay, it's just me talking. I'm playing no audio, so please leave this stream alone. That's an ugly tie CM Punk's rocking there. Of course, he had a good career, CM Punk. So if Roman Solo is out on a main event, not main event, is that going to open up the show? Is Roman the opener and CM Punk Seth is a close? I just realized Triple H is still out there. I feel like Raw doesn't need Cody. They don't, really. But they want Cody, right? Netflix wants Cody, so they're going to get him. They don't need it with CM Punk, Seth, and Potentially Roman Reigns and the crew, they don't need it. Assuming Roman Reigns go to Raw, they don't need it. Assuming that happens. You sound like a company man, CM Punk. Uncle, what are you talking about? So talk about the Netflix deal. Talk about how important it is for WWE. But what's it successful? Go, where's Seth? Where's Seth Rollins? Do I see Cena having a match before Rumble? No. I think he has appearances, but not a match. Then again, he did say next year will be his last run, so maybe we'll have a match. Not on the Raw debut, not on the Netflix debut, but maybe no, not before. I don't think so. I don't think so. Does Lyra stay on Raw? I don't know. I could see her going to SmackDown, swapping with Chelsea Green, but I don't know. Had Bayley won, I would have said maybe they swap, but I don't know. Maybe Lyra stays on Raw. I'm gonna assume Lyra stays on Raw. Roman solo the opener, that'd be cool. Cena booking for 20, 30, 32 dates. Yeah, 10 matches. He's kind of old, so we don't want to get him injured, right? That's the thing, because he has to worry about his injuries. We don't want him to take any huge bumps or any, like, you want him around for Mania. When you're older, you got to protect the body. He's not Rey Mysterio. He's not like Wolverine, so got to be careful how to use him. But yeah. Here comes Seth Rollins. Let's hear this crowd reaction versus CM Punk. So CM Punk is watching Seth Rollins, plays at the crowd. Seth Rollins is hyping up the crowd. That is here to say the promo. The promo wasn't bad. He's just talking up Netflix, talking about the business, being a company man. That's what he's being. Gunther versus Logan Paul. Is that the match? Is that the match for Gunther? Whoa, come bitch and everything. Step in between these dudes. Yeah, okay. I'm about to say again. I mean, about to fighting. Where's security? CM Punk chance. Seth got to turn heel. Seth is turning heel soon. I think that's happening. and it's the right call. Yeah, no talking from Seth Rollins. That's smart. Seth Rollins got turned heel. CM Punk wants to laugh. He wants to laugh. I called it though. I called it. That it? That's it. Okay. I called it. I said Gunther be facing Logan Paul. I called it. Gunther, Logan Paul is the match. That's it. That was 1 hour. What news really broke? What news broke? Let's see. Liv Rhea Ripley official. We knew that. And the main event will be CM Punk and Seth Rollins. But beyond that, nothing really. Yeah, 19 days away. Like, it's an early countdown. But if it's going to be like a Mania level, I understand them trying to hype it up. But yeah, this is a solid show there. Yeah, we'll see. I think they gotta go full on heel with Seth Rollins very soon. Because if not, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing with Seth Rollins? If not, CM Punk has to be the face. So if that's the case, you need to just go full on embrace the heel run for Seth Rollins. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, why not? Just, you know, this is what you need to do. Agreed? Do you see Seth Rollins as the heel here? Because that's what I see. I think Seth has to be the heel, and we don't need to play around with it any longer than we need to. You know, just go ahead. Where is the freaking? Oh, it's trying to be stupid here. Like, what's going on here? Anyway, yes, Seth Rollins needs to go heel. Let's see. Why is this thing not showing up the way I wanted to? Let's see. Where is... That's so weird. Anyway. I still wouldn't have had Punk and Seth on Raw. What do you mean? The Seth Punk feud doesn't need a world title. It doesn't. I don't know why folks think Gunther needs to drop the belt to old man Phil. He doesn't. Who says that? People are thinking that CM Punk will have a reign here soon. I wouldn't do that, but people who think that CM Punk will be champion and beat Gunther, I'm not convinced, but you're right, that match does not need a title and it won't have one. I think Seth will probably lose to CM Punk on Raw, full on heel turn there, then do the rematch at Mania without a title. Only issue is, does Seth CM Punk get to the main event without a title? Do you need Gunther in his belt to have a main event of night one? I don't know. It all depends on what they want to do. It all depends on if they think can run that match without a title. They can, but is it Mania night one level without a title? You would really have to heat up the feud, right? It had to be a very big deal. The feud would have to be huge. It had to make it like the biggest thing, the biggest storyline, you know? Can they do that? Can they make it the biggest storyline without a belt, without a chamber win? You know? It just depends. Just depends. We'll see if they can do that. But the way this is going, with Drew McIntyre telling Seth that, hey, you're like me. You see what's going on here? I'm not crazy, right? You agree with me, right? So he's trying to get Seth to see the dark side, or his side, not necessarily the dark side. In his mind, he's correct. So we'll see if Seth will be ultimately persuaded. That's what it's leading to. Really leading to a Seth Rollins full-on heel turn. Depends on what happens. So is Bianca out not going to do anything for Raw on Netflix? It'll be a 3-hour show. Will she have a match? Well, I don't know. She'll probably show up as tag team champions with Naomi. Let's be clear. There's nothing for Bianca Belair to do on SmackDown right now, right? Already beat. Spoiler alert. For the tape show, they're going to face Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, right? Nobody thought they're going to lose their belts there, okay? So that's not really a big thing there. But they're facing Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Already faced Piper and Chelsea, even though that was Jade Cargill and Bianca. But Chelsea Green's now a mid-card champion. They won't be facing them for the tag belts. That's done. Bayley's going to be tagging with who? Nobody. Blair Davenport? Nobody. BFAB? Nobody. You're not going to see BFAB versus Michin. You're not going to see BFAB teaming up with Michin. That's not happening. So on SmackDown, beyond accusing folks, like beyond accusing Nia Jax, beyond accusing Candice LeRae, there's nothing for them to do. Gotta move to Raw. And then you face what? PFC has never got a title shot. I mean, Shayna Baszler tapped out Jade, and they kept talking about it, but it never actually did anything about it. So you can always do PFC against Bianca and Naomi, but ultimately, whether it's Bianca on Raw, whether it's SmackDown, nothing really for them to do beyond accusing people. So they're going to be on the case, I guess, finding out who did it. But in terms of tag match, beyond Jakara and... I think the end game is for them to drop the belts to Jakara and Lash Legend. Then they reveal it to be Naomi who did it. And Naomi has a new faction with Lash and Jakara. At least that's what I would do. But until that happens, I'm not really interested in any tag team match. So their focus should be whodunit. Yeah, Lash and Jakara face Bianca and Jade, but I think that's the direction for the tag belts. I think. I don't know. This is all fantasy booking. Like, let's be clear, right? I'm hopeful that Naomi did it. Therefore, Lash and Jakara did it. Therefore, Lash and Jakara and Naomi are a new faction. Therefore, it might be interesting, right? There's no evidence to say that Lash and Jakara are working with Naomi at all. No evidence, okay? Nothing of substance. Nothing of legitimate weight. Hoping that's the case, but there's nothing there really yet. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I think Raw and SmackDown is basically the same for them because no obvious threat for the belts. So yeah. And then PFC's feeding with Damage Control, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think they'll be on both shows because why not? But I don't really know. Did I see the NXT spoilers? I did not. I know the matches, but I did not see the spoilers. I don't care. You can tell me what the spoilers are. I don't care. I'm not avoiding it, but I have not seen it yet. Bianca trusts her sister. She does. PFC has got a title shot. Since when? Stephanie better win clean. Unless there's a story there. If you don't have an actual storyline, then yes, she should win clean. There's Logan Paul talking that crap. Twitter, they stay watching. I stay humble. Yeah, Logan Paul. Search on YouTube. Oh yeah, they do have that on YouTube, don't they? They have the results. I saw the end of Bianca Naomi versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae on YouTube. Um, so I'm sure Stephanie Vaquer versus Cora Jade is somewhere, but we'll see. Alba, Isla, and Kaden Carter are now NXT regulars again. Are you sure about that? I saw them last night. But are they NXT regulars? I don't know about that. Could be wrong, but I don't know about that. You're going to 3 hours for Raw and SmackDown. So why the hell would you send people down to NXT? You need bodies. It doesn't make any sense. They got transferred during a double taping? Are you serious? Happy birthday. 14 years old. You're young, my guy. Or gal, whoever you are. That is crazy. Got transferred, really? Then they should get tag team titles back. Are you okay? So maybe. Wow. They're sending Alba and Isla down to NXT. Kaden and Katana, I understand. We're gonna send Kaden and Katana Chance down there. They need tag titles, sure. That is an indictment on the main roster. Basically, what they're saying is you're not gonna be used. So take your ass down at NXT. That's a shame. That's a shame. I want them back on the main roster. I don't like that idea whatsoever. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan. I hope that's not true. I hope it's not true that Alba and Isla are now NXT regulars. But it's confirmed, isn't it? Huh. That is unfortunate. That makes me worried about their future in the WWE. That's crazy. We're not getting Alba and Isla against Fatal Influence. But who's gonna say? So once they call up JC Jane and Fallon Henley, they may suffer the same fate. They may suffer the same fate. I think that's a mistake. I think a mistake to do that. Now, if they need TV time, and that's the only way they're going to get it, then fine. If that's the only way they're going to get it, then send them down there. But beyond that, I don't like that idea. I hate it. I'm not a fan. So it's confirmed that they're being transferred down there. Let me see if I can see something. I'm searching on Twitter right now to see who's confirming this. So what? On the double taping, they said that they're going to be down in NXT going forward. Alba and Isla are going back to NXT, then I'll take it. At least I know they're being booked well. Alba Fire, and now Kaden and Katana Chance are back at NXT. I don't love it. I don't love it. Don't love it. Maybe the women's tag team division will be on NXT more. Maybe. But that means why not have... You have 3-hour Raws and 3-hour SmackDowns. You mean tell me you don't have the time to put it on there? I don't like that. I don't like it. Women's tag division works in NXT, doesn't really work without star power on the main roster. Because you're not booking it like it's a big deal. When Bianca and Jay were being booked, they had them facing off against makeshift tag teams like Nia Jax and Tiffany, Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, or freaking Liv and Raquel. No, you have to have actual tag team to build it up. They could have built up Alba Fire and Aladon. They were champions on the main roster, but weren't really used. I want to have a talk with Triple H about the main roster and the tag team division for women. Men are getting more time and more effort. No excuse. No excuse. Sending them back down to NXT makes no sense to me. Unless they're gonna be doing both, right? If they live in Orlando already, then fine, right? I don't like the permanent move. I don't like it. Hate it. I blame Vince. He released so many women tag teams. Yeah, I guess. What about Blair? Blair, I'm worried about. Blair might get cut. I'm worried about Blair. Blair Davenport is not being used whatsoever. Not getting any TV time whatsoever. And the thing is weird because it's moving to 3 hours on Raw and SmackDown. So why wouldn't you use the women? Why wouldn't you use the tag team division? Cuts are happening, folks. I'm convinced cuts and releases are coming, or people won't get their contracts extended at all. I don't like that idea though. But beyond that, I guess let's talk about something else. They should put Blair with the Unholy Union. I agree, but not on NXT. That's silly. I don't like it. You guys have upset me. I'm now annoyed. I'm now annoyed. Look at the tournament here. We know the final four now, even though this image is not updated. Let's play the what if game. If we are to believe, why is it so small? Why is text so small? I can't see it. Let's play the what if game. If we are to believe the rumors of Becky wanting to be heel when she returns, who else could she turn on to get heat other than Rhea Ripley? Well, the rumors are rumors. That's one thing. Liv Morgan keeps bringing up Becky Lynch. That's another thing. Could they do a Becky Lynch, Liv, Rhea Ripley match at Mania? Sure. Do I love the idea? Not really, but it could happen. I want Becky Lynch as a heel for sure, but I don't know if that's what they're going to do originally, or not originally, but out the gate. Out the gate, it may be Liv versus face Becky, but I'm not that into that either. I don't want to see Becky slapping Dom and hitting Dom. I already seen that already. We'll see. I don't know. Let's wait for it all to shake out. But she will be on Raw for sure. Becky Lynch will be, and Charlotte Flair will be on SmackDown. You guys saw that latest picture of Charlotte Flair? She is posting pictures of her working with NXT talent, which goes to show that she's going to be back very, very soon. She is very close to being back. Won't be. It's only a matter of time before she shows up. Where's the picture here? Charlotte Flair. Check it out. She said, here it is. Thank you. What's his name? And I'm not familiar with her so much. She's very, very popular with some of the diehards who are watching Level Up. Apparently, she's very, very good in athletic. I've seen some clips, but I haven't watched like a full-on match. For the last few weeks, keep an eye out for this one. Yeah, she's talented. She can move well. Saw some clips. She can go. But she's posting her working out. It's coming, folks. Miss Reed has been killing it on Level Up. I'm good. How are you? Do you think Connor James will be cut? I'm not right away. Let's wait for her to come back from an injury. and we'll see what happens with her. According to PW Insider, 5 women in NXT was Rhea, Bianca, Becky, Liv, and Bayley. Oh, send me that article. Send me that link. Where do you see that at? I missed that one. Richard, that's why I said it. That's why I said it now is the perfect time for Charlotte to return. She's going to come back and feud with Nia Jax because nothing left for Nia. Nothing left for Nia. Won't be a Bayley feud. Won't be Bianca feud, clearly. So, yep, she's coming back to mess with Nia and Tiffany and Candice Ray. And we'll see where it shakes up. But I'm not going to fantasy book anything past the Netflix debut until we see the transfer window shake out and until we see Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair returning. Once I see the character for those two, then maybe I'll know what direction they're going. Because Becky's a heel, that will change everything, right? If she's a heel, it'll change completely the landscape of what happens here. If she's a face, then we'll see. Probably a Liv Morgan feud there. Hope Kaden and Katana won't get cut. Yeah, I'm worried about that one. That's to be honest with you, there's a couple of names that I'm thinking will probably get cut. I'm hoping that's not the case. Like a list. Kaden and Katana Chance are one of them. I'd be very upset if Alba Fire gets cut and Aladon because they work well and they're a legitimate tag team and they should be on the main roster with tag team division, but they're not being used. But it's going to happen. More cuts are going to happen for sure. But Alba Fire doesn't deserve that. She doesn't. When it gets cut, let's not. I don't want to dive too much into this, but there are names that I could see it happening. Is this legitimate? One thing to remember, folks. One thing to remember. Netflix is streaming all of this, right? Only difference is in America is where it's different, right? So across the world, Netflix is getting. Okay, forget this view. Forget this view. Let's go here. Across the world, Netflix is getting all of this. They're getting NXT, they're getting Raw, and getting SmackDown. Only in America is it different. Only in America is some people on USA Network, some people on CW, right? But for the entire world, they'll be tuning in to see SmackDown and NXT, so it's all Netflix. So it's not so much, Raw debut gets a lot of attention, not the other shows. That's not the case, okay? NXT will have a big show on their Netflix debut for the world, right? That's why Julia is probably beating Roxanne Perez. And SmackDown will need some big stars as well because SmackDown will be in NXT, well, not NXT, they'll be on Netflix around the world too, just not in America, right? America, it's not Netflix, but everywhere else it is. So we'll see. Apparently this is official image here. Netflix streaming. So Raw on Netflix, SmackDown on Netflix, NXT on Netflix, but America is not. But if you are lucky enough to be everywhere else in the world, like UK, you can put on Netflix to see everything. Unlike us here in America, we have to watch 3 different shit. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But that looks like an official image, so I'm assuming it is. I assume that's an official image there. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I'm thinking about getting rid of Peacock and just getting a VPN and using that for Netflix and see if that matters. If I can watch everything on Netflix with a VPN, but we'll see. Well, I'm gonna try to do, but who knows? Dusty Classic with women coming up. So here's some news. Mercedes Moné has an eye emoji for this. Athena has now been ROH champion for 2 years. I think she dropped the belt at World's End, and she moved to Dynamite. Mercedes Moné wants that match. I want that match as well. It's kind of crazy how for 2 years, arguably the best wrestler in the damn company has been in ROH. That's kind of silly. Athena, aka Ember Moon, is one of the best in the world, and she's been behind a paywall on ROH. That's going to change hopefully when she loses the belt to Billy Stars, moves up to the main roster, aka Dynamite, and faces Mercedes Moné. Hopefully that happens very, very soon. That's probably the all-in match, Mercedes against Athena. We'll see how that goes. Purgatory, complete purgatory. So weird. So weird. Not a fan of it whatsoever. You guys heard about how all the teenage people have to like restructure their contracts? Gotta take pay cuts. That's crazy. That's wild. Imagine going to somebody and saying, "Hey, we need you to restructure your contract and take less money." Excuse me? A lot of people leave. Apparently, that's why Rhino left TNA, because they asked him to take less money. Restructuring of your contract. That's crazy. That'd be kind of bold to go to somebody and say, "Hey, we want you to restructure your contract, take less money, because we need to we're gonna go bankrupt, or we're gonna be in a bad spot. So hey, can you take less money? How much less? Quarter less a year. Wild. Blatant pay cuts. I guess that's better than releases. I mean, it's, hey guys, here's the honest truth. We have to restructure these contracts, or we got to get cut. I don't know. So make a decision, I guess. That's crazy. But then they signed Tessa Blanchard. How much money is she getting? She gonna be a needle mover? Is she gonna bring in money for the company? I'm not sure. So it's a Blanchard getting paid. So but we'll see. Any questions about Netflix or this is official image? So that kind of makes it clear, right? They lied to us. Cody Rhodes is not going to SmackDown. Is he? He's not going to SmackDown. He's not. He's staying his ass on not going to Raw. Cody Rhodes not going to Raw. Staying his ass on SmackDown. Staying right there. They lied. Well, not they lied, but they're kind of hyping up moves. But I think Cody will stay on SmackDown. This makes it kind of official. Bianca's on SmackDown. Cody's on SmackDown. And that's how it's going to be. People think EO beating Rhea Ripley at Mania, they're stupid. If that's the case, they're stupid. Daria wasn't pinned last night. She sure wasn't. Cena and Mercedes will be a banger. Yes, it will be. Very much so, I think so. Even though Mercedes Moné does a better job with New Japan shows, for whatever reason, her New Japan shows are better than her AEW matches. I'm sure that her match with Athena will be great. What does EO's situation look like now? Will they play the field with Rhea for SummerSlam and give her an Intercontinental reign in the meantime? I don't know what's happening with EO. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know. I don't think she's going to win the Rumble. Could she win the Chamber? Sure. That's why I kind of want to wait and see how things shake out with the transfer window and with the returns. I'm guessing it won't be that many changes considering this image is showing Bianca and Cody on SmackDown. So I guess they won't be transferring. But yes, I think that and Roxanne Perez for that matter. Let's talk about that. Roxanne Perez is in this image for NXT. If she loses, she may stay down there. She may stay down there and have a rematch at Vengeance Day. So let's pump the brakes on a lot of moves here. Don't call up Roxanne Perez if there's no plan for Roxanne Perez, right? There's plans for her down in NXT if she loses. Feuds continue with Julia, get upset, get angry about what happened, call out Ava, call out the roster. There's stuff to do with Roxanne Perez in NXT, even if she dropped the belt. Call her up, put her in the mid card with no plan. It's not a great move. So let's not jump the gun here with Roxanne Perez. She could lose to Julia and still stay down there. Be angry about her loss. Well, we know. But yeah, this is I guess it means kind of be the shakeup for the show. Will Fallon drop her title? Zarya, Ruka if she's not called up early. Hayden Paxley, people like that. That's who Fallon Henley could drop the belt to. Will they send Damage Control to SmackDown with Bianca, Naomi, and Jade going to Raw? Well, I don't think Bianca's going to Raw anymore. Look at it. Look at it. They put out this image saying streaming on Netflix beginning January, and they showed this image. Can we guarantee that Bianca and Cody are moving to Raw anymore? Probably not. I mean, if the Bloodline is going to Raw, potentially, we don't know, but if they go to Raw, that's Roman in the Bloodline. Cody will not be on the debut show, right? He's injured, right? They're showing this image here. Cody can do both. Bianca is a tag team champion. She can do both, right? When you're tag team champions, you can float. That's the entire rule. So as long as Bianca's tag team champions with Naomi, it doesn't matter what brand she is, right? She can't move, really. Doesn't matter. There's no drafting. That's a cheat to have. There's no point of talking about transfer Bianca. She's a tag team champion. If she wasn't champion, there'd be talk about that because you have to move from one brand to the other, right? But as long as she's champion, there's no need to talk about that transfer stuff because she can pop up on any show because she's champion, right? As a tag team. So her and Naomi can go to anywhere, no matter what, as long as they're champions. So there's no point of talking about transfer window. In terms of Cody Rhodes, that's something I have to talk about. Him and Gunther will have to switch. But for right now, at least at the beginning, Cody's going to be on SmackDown. Maybe that'll change. Maybe this is the beginning of the transfer window, right? Because we don't know when it's going to end. We don't know when the transfer window ends, right? Maybe the transfer window ends before Rumble. And if that's the case, this isn't necessarily wrong, right? It says beginning in January 6th. So at the beginning, Cody and Bianca can be on SmackDown, but ultimately they end up on separate brands or end up on a different brand like Raw, right? So I'm talking myself out of it. Excuse me. Talking myself out of it. Just because they start off on SmackDown on Netflix doesn't mean they'll end up there the entire time. They can still move to Raw. But this is the beginning. So by the end of January, they could go to Raw. Potentially. We don't know. They got Wolfgang from... Send it to me, Richard. Send it to me. Can't search for it right now. Guys moving up. Send it to me. Send me the link or the tweet or whatever. If EO is left out of the world title picture, in case Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley go all the way to Mania, and Becky right behind, will they give her an Intercontinental run to make up for it? If they do, let's see how the tournament works out, right? Let's see what happens. I believe Lyra will beat EO. I believe she'll beat EO. And then if that's the case, then Lyra will be champion going into Mania, I think. And then from there, we can talk about it. Could she dethrone Lyra at Mania? Yes. Would that be a big win for her on the Mania stage? Yes. As a title match on Mania card, that's huge, right? Let's wait and see what happens with Lyra in that tournament. Is she going to win? I think she will. Then you can build towards EO Lyra if you want. Then again, Dakota's right there as well. It's Dakota turn heel. There's so many ways you can go with EO in the mid card. I'm not convinced she's going to be facing Rhea Ripley, but we'll see. If she does, it'll probably be a chamber win, but I don't know. EO's weird, right? She was champion already. There's no underdog storyline here, right? Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something that EO fans don't want to hear, right? The EO stands don't want to hear this. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky feud would be ass. I'm saying it again. A Rhea Ripley, Io Sky feud would be ass. Okay, especially if it happens off a Rumble win. No story will happen. It'll be like this. I know. I like you. You like me. We respect each other. And best women win, right? Rhea's a face, Io's a face. Io doesn't cut any promos. Like it'll be ass. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it'll be ass. Io would be chasing from after winning the Rumble. I'm just not confident to give you an actual storyline that's worth a damn. What they would have to do is have it be Rhea face, Io face, and bring in like a Dakota as a heel to like mess with them on the way, similar to what they did with Bianca and Asuka. I'll talk about it. When Asuka won the Chamber, she was still a face, and brought in Chelsea Green and Carmella to work off of Asuka and Bianca. It was a horrible feud. It happened because, of course, supposed to be Bianca versus Charlotte Flair and Rhea against Ronda, but Ronda took time off in January to strip her of the belt, and they put the belt on Charlotte Flair, which gave us Charlotte Rhea Ripley. So Bianca was left in the cold and needed an opponent, so they used Asuka returning to do it. They had no plans whatsoever. It was awful. I think Io Rhea Ripley would get the same type of treatment. Face versus face, both strong, both respect each other, no storyline. It'd be ass. It'd be completely ass. You tag me? Thank you. Let's see. Did you change your name on this? Because I can't see dimensions. Oh, I see it now. Why would it? That was weird. Okay, but I see it now. Thanks for memories, NXT. Oh, okay. Look at that. So I guess they are going up. Or they're getting cut. They're not getting cut. If they go up, there's people to wrestle now. They're embracing the tag team division with the men. So we have the War Raiders. You got the War Raiders. You got DIY, So you can go to Raw and face War Raiders. That'd be a good match. So I guess it's over. They're going up. Moving on up. Good for them. It's about time. I mean, what else are going to do in the NXT? Nothing else. There's nothing left to do down there. So, and because there's nothing else to do, I will move up. Why? But why is WWE making so many videos with Rhea Ripley and Io? Show me how many videos. The video of Rhea Ripley carrying Io. She's been doing that for a while now. She's been carrying Io for a while. Now I'm saying that Io can win the Chamber. They can do the Chamber to get to Rhea Ripley. Just not the Rumble. Chamber win is possible. And ultimately, I think the feud would be bad anyway, but the match could cook. Match could be great, but the feud would be bad regardless, I think. But if Io will face Rhea Ripley, it'll be a Chamber win, not the Rumble win, I think. But I don't see them posting that much videos. I think it's just cute that she's carrying Io. That's all it is. But a Chamber win for Io if that's going to happen. Chamber win, not Rumble win. Watch Charlotte Flair become a 2-time Rumble winner. If Rumble, like people are assuming that the Rumble win will go to Rhea Ripley feud, it could go to the Nia Jax Tiffany stuff. Like if let's say Charlotte Flair shows up next week, right? Feuds with Nia Jax, get Charlotte Flair against Nia Jax at the next Saturday night main event, which is in January. Cash in by Tiffany Stratton. or Nia Jax Cruiser, whatever. And then you have Charlotte Flair with motivation going into the Rumble. Charlotte then wins the Rumble and calls out Tiffany or Nia Jax, whatever. And then you're ready to go. Like, people are assuming that the Rumble winner will pick Rhea Ripley. When I don't buy that, because Rhea's in a feud with Liv Morgan. That's her like her direction. Once she beats Liv Morgan, who's the next feud that will warrant a Rumble win? Io, who'll be feuding with PFC? She's gonna transfer from PFC to Rhea Ripley like that? I'm not convinced. If they're gonna have Io Sky win the Rumble, they would not have booked her to win the Battle Royal. They gave you the Rumble visual before the Rumble. She eliminated Lyra in the Battle Royal, was the last woman standing. To do that and then turn around and book her to win the Rumble again after the Battle Royal makes no sense to me. You save that visual, you save that moment for the Rumble if she's winning it. That's in my thought process. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong. But her winning her winning the Battle Royal, losing clean to Liv Morgan, then winning the Rumble is weird. And to tell a long EO storyline with Rhea Ripley from Rumble sounds like a weird decision to me. But we'll see. If it's Rhea EO, it'll be Chamber win, not a Rumble win. I think. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. That's a weird choice for a Rumble win. And tell storyline with Rhea and Io. It's gonna be ass. It's gonna be ass. I'm telling you. It's gonna be ass. Does Io turn heel? I don't love it. I don't love Io starting the year as a heel, turning face, and turning back heel for the sake of this damn storyline. Considering she just lost to Io, considering she just lost to Liv Morgan, considering she just lost her one big shot here, and she won the War Games match. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Having Io turn heel is weird. Having Io face Rhea Ripley right now is weird. But again, you want a big match for her. You want a big match for Rhea Ripley? Just have her win a chamber. That's what I would do. The winner of the Royal Rumble can face Tiffany or Nia Jax, whoever. Like, can you imagine? Here's a storyline that won't happen. Can you imagine if Jade Cargill was attacked by Charlotte Flair? Charlotte Flair wins the belt. Jade Cargill comes back, wins the Rumble, and faces Charlotte Flair at Mania. Oh boy. That would be a random ass move. One that would make sense from a structuring standpoint, but not really for Charlotte Flair. Like, why is Charlotte Flair attacking Jade Cargill for no reason? Why is she attacking Jade Cargill and facing Nia Jax? That's a weird booking. Like, I'm going to attack Jade Cargill, then I'm going to come officially return and take on Nia Jax. Why do you attack Jade for no fucking reason? Jade's not doing anything but being a tag team partner with Bianca. Now, if you're doing Bianca Charlotte Flair, that's another difference, right? That's a difference. That's different, right? If you're doing Bianca Charlotte Flair at Mania, then that makes sense. Have her come up. She attacks Jade Cargill. She did it. She gets the championship. Bianca finds out it was her. Now Bianca Charlotte Flair at Mania. That makes more sense. Now, what is Jade gonna do? I don't know. You had to exclude. You would have to exclude her from Mania. She had to be out of the picture completely to do Bianca Charlotte Flair. That's a problem though, because apparently Jade Cargill is not actually injured. Now she is injured. That's different. Then of course you do that, right? But apparently she's not actually injured. But we don't know. No one knows for sure. Will she be out past Mania? If not, you need her to come up to have some type of match. But if she is gonna be out for a long time, then you do Charlotte Flair attacked her. What's the reason? I don't know. Bianca was tagging with Jade Cargill before she Bianca was tagging with Charlotte Flair before she got injured. Charlotte Flair saw what they were doing. Charlotte Flair got jealous, whatever. It'd be weird. It's not the best storyline with Charlotte Flair, but it's okay, right? But you have to do Bianca Charlotte Flair. I'm not convinced. I'm just not convinced. Even though he wanted to do that for the last 2 years, I'm just not convinced you're gonna get that. Since I'm not convinced, I can't book it. But again, I'm doing what I said I didn't want to do. I'm doing what I said I did not want to do. I want to wait until the transfer window is closed and until Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch get back and see how the characters look. Then we go from there. Yes, I do agree. If they do a draft, I do believe Bianca is going to Raw. Becky Rhea 2, with Becky as a heel. It's not terrible, but will the fans be happy about that? I'd be happy about it as long as Becky Lynch is a good character. Like whatever decision she makes, I trust her as a character, so I will be behind her decision making from a storytelling standpoint because she's so great at it. She can make it work, and I prefer Becky as a heel. The problem with that is we just saw that last year. We just saw Becky Rhea last year. They would need the best storyline ever. The best storyline ever for Becky to do that. And she's gonna lose again. Spoiler alert. Triple H's daughter not losing at Mania 41. It's just not. She won the championship at Netflix debut show. Guess what? She's been champion long past Mania, okay? So we're gonna book Becky Lynch to lose again to Rhea Ripley, back-to-back years at Mania. I know about that one, Chief. I know about that one. Yeah, Becky has to go back to Liv Morgan. She keeps saying, I retired Becky Lynch. I retired Becky Lynch. She keeps saying it over and over again, so you can't ignore it. Can't ignore it. If Zarya versus Lash happens, who wins? Probably Zarya in NXT. Because Lash is going to get called up here soon, so they probably have Zarya win. Taking the subject a bit, do you think Saya will win the Yes. Eric, I believe so. Saya Kamatani, the Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix, she will win the red belt at Dream Queendom, and Tam Nakano will take her ass back to wherever she goes to, okay? It'll be over for her. It'll be Saya Kamatani's era. I do believe she's winning. Saya wins. Becky versus Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan at Netflix show. No. Not Netflix. At Mania, if Liv retains, yes, but can you imagine if Liv faces Rhea Ripley at the Netflix show and Becky Lynch calls a DQ? Oh my God. The internet would freak out. Would they be mad? Probably. But that'd be crazy to do that. Have Becky call the DQ? Oh my God. I almost wanted it to happen just to see the freak out online. Becky Hogan is back. Oh my God, the feud continues. It's supposed to be over. This feud supposed to be over. It's not over yet. It's going to Mania. People be mad. And the Joshi stands, the Io Sky supporters, be very pissed. They have in their mind that Io will face Rhea Ripley at Mania. Can you imagine if the truth is it's Becky, Liv, Rhea? They have to live with the reality that they're wrong. That Io Sky will not face Rhea Ripley. Chaos. I love chaos in IWC. I'm a fan of it. I have no problem with bad booking from a standpoint of seeing the chaos. Now, if it's bad booking that's hurting my enjoyment, that's one thing, right? Like, don't give me some nonsense. But maybe it'll cook. Maybe Becky, Liv, Rhea Ripley will cook. If that's the case, I'm happy to see the chaos that will come on the internet. Are you excited to see New Year? And what are your plans? I'm excited for the New Year. Plans. My schedule is changing, so new schedule completely, and that's about it. And nothing new. I'm not a big New Year's resolution guy. Like, you shouldn't wait for the New Year's to have revolutions or like have plans. You should start it now. Start your new plans now. Don't wait for an arbitrary date. If you want to change your schedule or change your workout habits or whatever, don't wait for New Year. Do it now. Like, why are you waiting for a date to make a change? Like, no. Nothing new planned for the New Year. Chaos in IWC. Becky win the Battle Royal. Yeah, that was crazy. Got a lot of hate. A lot of Becky Hogan stuff happened after that match. It was funny. It was funny unless you're a Becky Lynch fan. Then you got upset. I have tissues. I don't know why that is issues. I have tissues ready by my side when Julia wins the title. It will happen in January. I think so. I could be wrong. Liv Morgan title reign will be caught and compromised on January 6th. It'll be over for sure. I think. Unless Becky shows up and screws everything up. But why would she do that? I do think she's going to be there. I do think she'll be there. So if Becky shows up there, does she get involved right away in the match? Or does she cut a promo and like hang back? I do think she'll have a presence. The question is, what presence will she have? Will she stop Dom from getting in her business? Will she stop Dom from interfering in the match? Will she play a hand in the match? I don't know, but she will be there. That's for damn sure. Her return happens on that show. She already made it. Right? Announced that she's going to be on the show, but she already recorded her lines and her scenes, right? Could be wrong about that, but I thought she already filmed. And she's announcing Becky Lynch. Let me see something real quick. I'm wrong. I thought you already filmed. News. It says she can't wait to check it out. I think she already recorded, right? Yeah. Okay, I thought so. She already recorded it. Yeah, she can't wait for the people to check it out, which means already recorded. So. No new filming, so. She's free as a bird now. She's free to be on Netflix and Raw. Because you already recorded. Film in August, that makes sense. Who turns heel first, Zarya or Julia or Stephanie? Not Julia. Stephanie will turn heel before Stand and Deliver. So she's a safe bet. But it could be Zarya or Stephanie, I don't know. But maybe both, but I don't know who first. No idea. But yeah, Becky Lynch has already recorded her stuff. So she's free. Photography has been done. Gotta be Liv Morgan for Becky Lynch, because he keeps saying that Becky Lynch was retired by her. So gotta do Becky, Liv Morgan, you would think. I'm curious about Becky Lynch now. They could use her. They could use Becky Lynch to prolong the Liv Rhea Ripley feud. It could happen. Will the fans react? In this respect, it makes more sense. Hear me out. When it comes to the Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley storyline, right? Hear me out here. What's next for Rhea Ripley beyond Liv Morgan? A trash ass storyline with Io Scott potentially. I think it'd be trash. Not to say this isn't trash, but the fans are invested in it, and Triple H might be invested in it now. So what you do is, if you want to extend Liv and Rhea Ripley, right? You want to do that. You bring in a Becky Lynch screw job or the Becky Lynch angle to prolong it. That gets you to have Rhea Ripley in the Rumble. That puts Rhea Ripley in the Chamber potentially. Because if you have her win, you can't feud with Becky, you can't feud with Bianca Belair, you can't feud with Charlotte Flair, not feuding with Lyra or anything like that. You can't feud with Asuka. Try to beat Asuka at Mania. It's EO or bust. That's a situation you want them to be in. Do you want to be in the EO or bust area of the WWE universe? That's what we want to be in. EO or bust. That's a bad spot for creative. That's a bad spot for creative. Just don't think that feud will be any good, folks. The match will cook. But Rhea Ripley is the star here, and they're gonna want to have a legitimate feud in storyline. I would assume. And if it's EO and Rhea Ripley, with EO coming off of the PFC loss, I'm just not going to give a shit. Just not going to give a shit from a storyline perspective. I'm just not going to care. Okay? That's the truth of the matter. So do something else. I'm not saying Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley extended into Mania will be good, but it feels more true than having Rhea Ripley win and there being the EO run, the EO title change or title challenge. I just don't buy that at all. Who shows up first at the Women's Royal Rumble? Julia, Stephanie, or Zarya? I think none of them show up. Oh, in 2026. In 2026, Stephanie. Because she'll be on the main roster. Because I think next year she gets called up. After Stand and Deliver, she gets called up, I think. She's worth more to the main roster on what that would be because of the market she's hitting. The Spanish speaking market, she worth more to them on the main roster. So I'll call her up after Stand and Deliver immediately. So yeah, I'd say Stephanie would be in the Rumble. Nancy Zapp is also an advocate because he's talking about in-ring. Let me say something right now. Everybody who wants to see EO and Rhea Ripley, including me, they want to see it because of the in-ring. They want to see the in-ring match. They're not talking about, can't wait for the story to cook between EO and Rhea Ripley. That'd be a great storyline. They don't care about that. They want to see the match. That's it. They're not talking about the weeks and weeks of bad storytelling and boring Raws. They're not talking about that. They want to see the match. That's fair, but let's be clear. The Mania build would be ass. I'll tell you that right now. The Mania build for Rhea Ripley and Io Sky would be absolute ass. Not saying Liv and Rhea Ripley be better, but it would be ass. Lyra in the Rumble next year? Sure. Boy, I wonder how mid-card champions be in the Rumble still, right? We may see it in the Rumble this year. I don't remember. It depends on how it works with the mid-card belts. Do mid-card champions still be in the Rumble? I think so, right? Everybody loves Io. He does. That's why she got a Mania spot last year. Well, not last year. This year. Got a Mania spot. Gonna get another one? I mean, he loves Bianca. What was she doing? A tag match, right? So, let's just go to show. It doesn't really matter how much he loves you. If you're not Rhea Ripley, it's all up in the air. I think Io will have a spot on the card. Could be a Lyra, Io, Dakota Kai match. Excuse me. That could be good. Do Lyra, Io, Dakota as a mid-card triple threat at Mania. It'd be a good match. That could be a good match. DC Jordan Grace eliminating the most women in the Rumble next year. Because she'd be a full-on WWE superstar, I could see it. Or if Rhea's in a Rumble, Rhea. Do you think Bayley makes the Mania card? Yes, I think she does. Where? I don't know how, but she'll be on there. For sure. Already 4 o'clock, damn. According to this report, Athena against Billy Starks is currently slated to be the main event of Ring of Honor. I agree with that decision because I think it's going to be over for Athena as ROH champion. Thank the heavens. Okay, so it'll be over. Billy will beat Athena, and Athena can move up to Dynamite. Okay, that's going to happen. So it'll be it. This was a match last year, by the way. Same match happened last year with Athena retaining. Now coming full circle, happens again, and Billy Starks is your new champion. It'll be over, folks. And hopefully you'll build towards Athena having a main roster run. Oh, she said it on the stream.
A really cool moment, another history. But we will be the first women to main event in Hammerstein, as far as I know. So yeah, as far as Ring of Honor goes anyway. So that could be a really cool moment, another history on the belt there. So yeah.
Oh my god! All right, so like hearing that, like my jaw just dropped because that is so freaking exciting. Okay, so main event, you and Billy. This is like you said, possibly the first ever women's main event in Hammerstein Ballroom. Like that is insane.
Yeah, like to my knowledge, like, and I'm speaking specifically with Ring of Honor. No woman has main evented that venue. Like, as far as I know of, I'm the first and only women's main event within Ring of Honor on a pay-per-view. So it's really cool to just get another notch on the belt of history making, the inspiration to every division, as I like to call myself, amongst other things. But we will.
Good for Athena. She's a great worker, great person, cool. Happy for her. I'm hoping that it's over for her at ROH. We can move up. Okay. Where's Bayley? Anybody complain about Bayley not being on the poster? Let's see. Got people muted. Let's see. This is for the international audience. How do I watch SmackDown? Two goats. Where's Roman? The disrespect. I'll go to Netflix. No, just in the United States. Everywhere else is getting everything on Netflix. So again, Raw, SmackDown, NXT will be on Netflix for everybody else but America. So this is an appropriate graphic for Netflix outside America. For the umpteenth time, let's see. Yeah, people are confused because it's the international poster. Again, this is for outside America, which is kind of awesome. I can't wait for everything to be on Netflix for us as well. Yeah, PSC attack. Harry saying that's true. That's exactly what happened. The Bayley posters watchers stopped caring about her after her title run. Yeah, that's true. I haven't heard the Where's Bayley since she lost the belt. That's true. Where's Bayley? As a fan of Liv Morgan, I'll be happy if she's on the Mania card in some capacity. That's good. Other than Judgment Day against Wyatt 6, you don't want that. I can understand that. Maybe cool though. But I see what you're saying. I get that. is happening. Judgment Day against Y6 is happening. I don't see why not. But Mania, I'm not sure about that. That's not a bad match for Mania. I'm just thinking that Judgment Day would be broken up by then. The Liv Morgan, Finn Balor Civil War, you would think it'd be over, that the faction would be over by Mania. I just don't see it going for that long, considering how Finn Balor is interacting with Liv Morgan and Dom. I just think it'll be over by then. By Mania, at least. Oh yeah, Netflix is gonna raise the prices for sure. They're paying WWE like $5 billion. They have to raise it up. It's going up. I'm still debating if I get Netflix. Because I still have Peacock. I still gotta watch it on CW, NXT. Still gotta watch SmackDown on USA. So if I get Netflix, I'm getting it just for one show. Raw. Is it worth it to get it just for Raw? Not using there's other methods to potentially watching Raw. Now, if everything's on in NXT, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, if everything's on Netflix, keep interchanging Netflix with NXT because there's a T and an X in there. If everything's on Netflix, then I'll get Netflix, but just one thing is different. Yeah, VPN. I have a VPN already. I have an Express VPN, so I might just cancel Peacock and use VPN for Netflix. That might be the move. No Peacock and just like use VPN. It's a risk because if it doesn't work out, it'd be a big mistake for me, but we'll see. Any other questions about anything at all? AJ and Izzy. Is this a new picture or an old picture? I don't know. Is it AJ and Izzy? I have no idea. I don't want to see Goddess or the dark hair. I want to see something different from Alexa Bliss. A different character. Evolve. Progress. Don't regress. Do something new. Something new, you know? That's what I want to see. A week before the Rumble. Yeah, all right, that's crazy. I do think we're going to get a Nia Jax title defense there. Probably against Charlotte Flair. Oh, that's my guess. Maybe a Cody match. No, not Cody. Not Cody. Roman will probably be on that show. Roman, Nia Jax. Maybe Bianca this time around. We'll see. Maybe a Bianca Naomi title match. You would think whoever wasn't on the first one will be on this one. So Nia Jax was on the first one. Roman was on the first one. Bianca was on the first one. Or Rhea, technically, not in a match capacity. Thoughts on Toni Storm's amnesia? We don't know what she has. She does have amnesia, but we don't know why. Is it a psychotic break? Is it because of like... I'm a fan of whatever she's doing. Let her cook, I think. She is the best thing to have going. So I'm going to look forward to whatever she does. But yeah, she has amnesia. We don't know what's going on there. It's not full on because there was moments during her match where she was typing into her Thomas Tony gimmick, but was coming in and out during her match. That was on Rampage. Ridiculous. They had her first match back on Rampage. Tony Khan's a clown. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm very interested to see what she does. I have confidence that she's going to put her full effort into it. So we look forward to her stuff. Y'all saw what Meltzer had to say about Mercedes Moné and Hazuki? Don't get me wrong. Mercedes Moné and Zuki had one hell of a match. It was great. But the nonsense that comes out of this man's mouth sometimes is sickening. Which is why I don't pay him any mind at all. Listen to what this man said. This man said, with a straight face apparently, I didn't watch it, that when it comes to the Mercedes Moné Hazuki match, that may have been the best women's match ever in America. I've been racking my brain after watching it. The other ones that hit my brain are Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley at Mania. And the other one is Thunder Rosa against Britt Baker. The best matches for the women in the history of wrestling is Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, Mercedes Moné, Hazuki, and tossed in Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. That's the best ever. The man's a clown. He's a clown. Let me see what else we got here. See what people are saying here in Reddit. Hey, this recency bias. It's a bunch of foolishness, man. I don't take Dave's that serious. But stuff like that, I don't pay him any mind. At all. Like, at all. Bailey, Sasha, Becky, Trish, whatever you can do. Bianca, Becky at Mania. Trish, Mickey James, like there's other stuff to consider. If we're just talking about in-ring, hell, Stephanie, Mercedes Moné was good. Bianca, Mercedes, or Bianca, Sasha. I mean, there's things to consider, like Charlotte Flair, Becky. There are great matches out there. Charlotte, Sasha. There's a lot of great matches between the women in America. I just don't pay him any mind. Even Momo, Mercedes Moné was a good match. Momo Mercedes was good. It's dumb. So, Kenan, do you think? Oh yeah, let's talk about Mayu Iwatani. So, the icon, Mayu Iwatani, has been rumored to leave Stardom for a while now. Okay, now she is probably the second most popular after Tam Nakano. She's been the IWGP champion for a very long time, about 600 days. And she's about to drop the belt. She's about to drop the belt to Azuki, I'm pretty sure. Not Azuki, Azumi. I'm pretty sure. I'd be shocked, right? Now, the rumor is that she's not going to resign. Rumor is she's going to become a signee of Marigold, or maybe I think she could become a freelancer, similar to Suri. Saw what Suri did this year. Suri was a Wrestler of the Year, 2024, working as a freelancer. And she worked with Suri at one of her shows. Great match, again, she had with Suri. She teamed up with Suri and faced off against Shishiro Hashimoto and Vinny. So she's seen how the freelancer works, how that operates in Japan by watching Suri. And I think she could be signing with Margot potentially as well. That either one, whether freelance route or whether it's being a member of the Margot team, people are assuming that she may leave. Okay. She said after the 5-star GP that she's retiring from the 5-star GP was kind of a weird thing to say. Why would you say you're retiring from the 5-star GP unless you want people to know ahead of time that you won't be in it ever again? I don't know. Seems weird to say that. It's very weird to say that. I'm retiring from the 5-star GP. Like, that's like saying I'm retiring for the Royal Rumble. Like, if you're a WWE fan, someone says I'm retiring from the Royal Rumble, that'd be weird. Like, the biggest tournament they have is the 5-star GP. She said she's going to retire from it. Last year, after the Summer Destiny show, Io says that she knew who she wanted to face next year. She faced Utami, and she said, I know who I'm going to face next year. And that was that. I think she was talking about Mayu. Like, why would you say that so vaguely? It seems kind of weird. You don't hype that up unless you have somebody big. So either Sari or Mayu. That's what I would think. So yes, Stardom folk are freaking out because they think it's gonna be over her. Once she drops the belt to Azumi, which I think will happen at the beginning of the year, she will have no belts. Her contract will end, I think, in March. They're gonna offer her a lot of money to stay. I'm not convinced she will. Rossi has been saving the number 18 shirt, I believe, for someone. Like, of all the people in Marigold, the way it works is they select a number. Everybody has a number, and number 18 has been saved. We don't know why. Like, why is he saving number 18? People believe that number 18 will be for Mayu. This will be huge. Blockbuster, the biggest signing in the Joshi scene for a long time. Bigger than Julia going to Marigold. Bigger than Tommy going to Marigold. It'd be massive if this happens. And it could be one of many. Because there's some people who feel like not only are people loyal to Rossi, but people are loyal to Mayu. If one person goes, others might go as well. Okay, so it could be at Summer Destiny 2025, Mayu against Io Sky. That's another, matchup of former people that worked together back in the day. Just like how Utami wanted to work with Io Sky, that never happened, but Io and Mayu have worked together before in the past. That's a big match. That's a dream match to have WWE Io Sky taking on Mayu. Then I think it'll be Julia against Utami. Why? Well, they've been hyping up since last year, since Julia left. They had a face-off with Utami, she did, and she said, hey, never had a chance to go one-on-one. That's going to happen soon. We'll make it happen. Stay strong, keep fighting, and I'll come back and we'll face each other. That's the one match she didn't do. She faced Sari, she faced her friend Mai Sakurai, but she did not face Utami while she's over there. That's a match for Summer Destiny. So I'm predicting Julia will return as NXT champion and face Utami. That'd be interesting, especially if Utami is champion. How do you book that? Do you book the WWE champion to lose to Utami? I don't think so. Probably like a draw. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. They're probably like a draw. And I think they'll do Io versus Mayu at that same show, assuming she signs. So right now, I'm like 60-40, her leaving, but I have no real evidence beyond what I just talked about, which is really nothing. 60-40, she leaves. But they're going to offer her a lot of money. They'll offer her a lot of money. I just think the freelance route is the way to go for her. So, but we'll see. Any thoughts on Ronda return in late 2025? Who said that? I do think she'll try to get back into it. I think Ronda wants to come back eventually, but I have no thoughts on that. Utami will be the next Margo champion. She will, for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, I agree. Question is when, right? Utami is facing Sari at First Dream, right? I could see Sari retaining there. I could see it. Why would you take the belt off of the woman who just won Wrestler of the Year? They could play the long game with Utami, the long game, right? They could play the long game. Where's the poster? I saw the poster here a second ago, right? Let's see. Here it is. Here's First Dream. Poster. It was just there. Now it's gone. Here it is. Okay. Tommy front and center. Now, Sari just won Wrestler of the Year in Japan. A freelancer for the first time, I think for like the last 6 years, it's been a Stardom talent. He won the Wrestler of the Year for like, I think the Tokyo Joshi magazine, something like that. She won Wrestler of the Year as a freelancer, which is kind of unheard of. And you're gonna take the belt off of her now? Now that she's hot? Now that she's like the talk of the Joshi scene, she's the face of the Joshi scene, she's like the best in the world in Japan right now. Now you drop the belt? Now? I don't think so. I think if Tommy loses, which would be crazy because she won the Dreamstar GP. So yeah, Tommy loses to Sari here. Only way she doesn't lose is if you're right, Sari goes up. If Sari goes to the main up, I mean, go to WWE. If you go to America, that's the only way. He has to leave Japan. I don't see why you take the belt off of her now when she's so hot, where everybody talking about her. She's the talk of the town. She's the face of the Joshi scene. Best in Japan. Wrestler of the year. Now she dropped the belt? I'm not convinced. I'm guessing Sari will beat Utami. And that'll be that. That'll be that, and then she'll be champion going into Summer Destiny as well. Now here's one problem for Sari. Who does she face? Darby non-AA. Darby Bozilla. Who's she going to face? Miku Ano? That's a match. Koki Amore? I guess. That's a match for her, but the big fish is non-AA, who's Darby, and Bozilla. Are they going to bring in Megan Bain? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know who her options are if she defeats Tommy, but I think that's going to happen. I think you have to have Sari retain here and continue to be champion unless she leaves, right? She's going to leave, that's one thing, but maybe you bring in Vinny, look at some other freelancers. Rossi got call some freelancers, pick up the phone. There's plenty of freelancers who want a match with Sari. Call up Sadie Gibbs. Call up Vinny. Call up. Now, I think Shihiro is signed somewhere. Not a freelancer. Yeah, call up some freelancers, something, I don't know. Bring in some new names. Bring in some heavy hitters to face off with Sari. Let her continue to be your champion because she's hot right now. She's hot, she's popular, she's in the news. So unfortunately for Utami, your reign will have to wait. If that's the case, then Utami may have to wait to win the belt at Summer Destiny, assuming it'll be Julia facing her there. She could beat Julia at Summer Destiny, Utami, and then face Sari later on. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens. You want on the back? Why? Rossi gives Mayu its 401k. Oh, giving Mayu her. I see what you're saying. You're giving Mayu his 401k. He's gonna offer her the world. He's gonna offer her the world. So that's for damn sure. Whatever Stardom will gonna offer her, he's gonna offer her more. And that's his daughter, right? Metaphorically speaking. I think Rossi feels pretty good about it. Pretty good about that scenario. But I have no way to knowing that for sure. But if I had to guess, I say she leaves. Is Mina considered a good wrestler? It depends on what you mean by good. Is she one of the best in Japan? Hell no. She's fine. She's a good wrestler in the sense that she can work well with others and she does good matches. Is she on a level of a EO or even a Momo or even a Mayu or Sari or a Utami? Not in my opinion. She's below that. She's like probably on like the who's on Mina Shirakawa's. She's fine. She's a good wrestler. But no, I'm not interested in a Mercedes Moné Mina match. Not really. It'll be fine. It'll be good, but not my favorite matchup. Okay. I think Kairi Sane's better than her, honestly. They're gonna make Utami look like a jobber. I don't think Mayu will win the belt right away. I think Mayu will come in and face Io. They face people like that, but I don't think at Summer Destiny, I don't think they'll do Utami like that. I think Utami will win the belt. But I see what you're saying. If you bring in Mayu, there'll be a rush, not a rush, but a desire to put the belt on her. Give her the belt. I think you hold your horses with that. I think there's stuff for her to do beyond being champion. But it'd be tough. It'd be tough. Because you're going to want to put the belt on your ace. And if Mayu is there, she's the ace. So as long as Utami is happy with her positioning, it depends. Is Mayu a freelancer or not? If she's a freelancer, then who cares, right? But if she's signed to the company, Rossi has to work his magic. He's familiar with Utami. He's familiar with Mayu. He has a relationship with them, right? He should know what to do. He should know how to handle those two personalities. So I'm not really worried about that per se. But yeah, she's not gonna be the jobber. She's not gonna be a jobber no matter what. What we need to do is bring in some NXT talent. That's what I want to see. Bring in the NXT talent. That's where I want to see. I want to see some NXT talent in Margot. Or bring in some more freelancers. Like Bozilla, stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. All right, folks. That is it for the stream. Do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will be... What's happening tonight? Oh, yeah. Dynamite. Am I looking forward to the tribal combat match? I am. Right? That is going to be on the Netflix show. Right? Anyway. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Wait, did you see the cut of Dakota Kai's promo? On Raw Talk. I think I did. But send it to me if I didn't. But I think I did. She was talking about how she's going to go after PFC, right? I saw it. Io's right there saying nothing. I saw it. All right, talk to you guys later. People are saying